Hey everyone, and welcome to another of our catch-ups for the National Men's Health Week. And of course, our catch-ups are brought to you by Stockland Retirement Living. It's your place. And this time around, well, you've seen him on the Bowl Show, you've seen him on the green for the BPL. It's Matty Flapper joining us. How are you, mate?
Clive, good mate, good. How are you?
Yeah, very, very well. It's been tough times over the last few weeks, and I think the Men's Health Week comes up at an important time where people have been spending a lot of time at home, finding things to do, keeping themselves fit. How's it gone for you?
Yeah, look, it is. It's certainly been an interesting situation, but I've been off work since March, late March, the 22nd, I think it was. The doors shut, so the doors to my place opened up pretty much. So that was my new office, or yeah, I suppose you could call it my office. But no, look, it's been a challenge, but we've got through it, and I just think you got to use your imagination. There's always little jobs around the house that need to be done, and it's just get out there and do it. And for me personally, I thought it was a great opportunity, and one that I set myself a challenge was that on the outside of COVID, I would turn out of there a bit fitter than what I was going into it. So for me, that was my challenge, and the indefinite not knowing how long I was going to be off work for, whether it was 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 18 weeks, who knows. But the challenge I set myself personally was I'll come out outside of COVID a better person, a fitter person, and healthier. So at the moment, that's been my main focus. So it's been quite good.
What sort of things have you been doing?
Oh, look, it's obviously comes down to diet, and everyone out there sort of knows that I went through a transition early 2000s and lost a lot of weight. Gradually put a bit back on, but I just felt like, yep, okay. At the end of this bowl season, I was probably a little bit chunkier than I would have liked, and I went on that bit of a health kick again. So diet and just getting out there and plenty of exercise. Obviously been home every day, so it's I fill my days up with I'll go out for a walk for an hour and a half, sort of 2 hours, and in that time I can sort of push to 10, 12, 13 kilometres. So I'll get out there on foot, and once you start exercising to that extreme, the weight sort of falls off you. But it's just I think it's a major positive for anyone, obviously, to get out there and just exercise, and it doesn't have to be to that duration, but half an hour here, half an hour there, and you just feel better about yourself, and you really want to get out of bed in the morning.
Gee, you make some wonderful points there, because it's not only about the physical exercise either, is it? It's when you're out there having that walk, it's that chance to clear the mind a bit and just relax.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty lucky. I'm in an area down here at 𝘗𝘳𝘰𝘶, which is sort of Ocean Grove, Drysdale, which is the bay's only about 1.5 k's away. So you go down there, and on days like today, even went out for a walk this morning, just see all the boats and the activity out on the water now. And, as much as you want to be a part of that, but just get out there, get some fresh air, and it sets off your day. You feel better for the rest of the day.
And of course, your family, it's a grown-up family, but how have you been going, keeping engaged with the kids?
Yeah, obviously plenty of communication, and lucky enough, both kids come down on the weekend, and we got to spend Sunday and Monday together. So, just that catch up was important, and for them, they got pretty hectic work lives as well. So for them to come down and spend some time with Linda and myself was really important, and great to catch up with them.
Fantastic. From a club point of view, clubs play a really important role in our members' lives. For some of our members, it is their life, and so this period's been tricky. What's your club been doing to keep engaged with members?
Yeah, well, we've got a club that's probably on the verge of 220, 230 sort of members, so it's quite a big club, and for a lot of those members, it is their lifeline, mate. And to take that away from them, all of a sudden they've got nothing. So we put a few little things in place that we really are proactive with TMAP. We have people that are constantly doing something on TMAP every day. So whether it's someone will coordinate a trivia quiz, someone will upload like photos, just random little things that are just keeping everyone engaged. We set out a roster. We had about 30 people on that roster that had 2 to 3 people each that it was their duty to contact, more so the elderly. just to make sure they're going okay, and just to, really, I suppose, reiterate to them that there's someone there to talk to if they need to. Only a phone call away. You might not be able to go and knock on the door and share a coffee, but a 5-minute phone conversation can make a lot of difference to some of these people. So by that, 30 people on that roster, 3 people each, so there's a fair engagement of our club that's sort of just kept interacting and make sure they've been communicating. So just little things that make a difference. And I have a text message sort of situation where a text message will reach out to all the members, and just sort of once a week, just posting something to make sure, communication is still there and they're still feeling a part of it. And I think for everyone that's involved in a bowls club, it's just an important thing now to just understand that a bowls club is much more than just throwing a bowl down a green.
Yeah, that's very well said. And of course, for people that are out there a little isolated and are thinking of a change, of course, always worth thinking of Stockland as they're bringing us all these catch-ups, and can help avoid the isolated feeling by perhaps relocating into one of their many villages around Australia. Matty, people could look at you and they see a strong and confident man. They see someone that the big drives in the BPL and all that sort of stuff. But there's a vulnerable side as well, isn't there? And we all have it. How do you deal with it when you start to feel either some uncertainty or some doubt about things in life?
Absolutely, and a lot is, and I suppose we talk about men and the exterior, but what goes on in the interior. And look, you have your moments, but you just got to be confident enough to, reach out to your family members. And I suppose your spouse is your number one, who you've got to sit down and talk to. But it's not so much that. Like for me, for instance, in this period of time, most of my closest mates are still working. So they're still active from sort of 9 to 5, and they've got their jobs to do. But, here I am, I'm looking for things to do. And just to, to reach out to them, obviously, and just stay connected. And, if anything's, you got any doubt whatsoever in your mind, there's always someone out there that wants to listen. And you've got a lot of family, a lot of friends that I'm sure would lend an ear. And it's just to bounce things off them and just to, I suppose, regain that confidence that you've got. And it is, you're right. I come across probably as this, you said, strong, tough sort of bloke, but you have your moments. And, there's a lot of Australians out there that obviously deal with anxiety and depression and so forth. And the best thing, and I've not lived with it personally, but I've dealt with it, within my family. And the best thing and the most positive thing is to talk and just get out there and hear someone else's opinion and, really get that support.
I've got 2 more questions for you, mate. Number 1, we talked about you being occupied. How many of those books you read in the background there? There's plenty of books on the bookshelf there, mate.
Yeah,
how many you got through?
It's I've got about 3 on the go at the moment, but just chipping away through them. I've got a mate actually who I play bowls with at Ocean Grove that's just finished a book. He wrote it based on Carlton and the bribery scandal in the early 1900s. So I'm trying to finish that one, as much as that's a bit of a challenge reading about Carlton, but we're getting through it. So it's a good read. But James Patterson, I really, really enjoy his books.
And secondly, mate, you've been branching out to the media. We've seen you on the Bowl Show. How have you been enjoying that?
How's that come across?
No, you're doing well, mate.
Bit of a new challenge for me. So, and there you go. Like, it couldn't have happened at a better time for me, in this situation that gave me something to look forward to. And, each fortnight recording a couple of shows. So for us to bring it to the lounge rooms of the bowlers out there, it's just another avenue of, Bowls Australia communicating, and obviously your work that you've been doing, mate. Putting out little videos here and there. It's been terrific. So the more of that, the better. And it just keeps everyone engaged and, knows that, or shows that we're not far away from a full return.
Well, it has been an absolute pleasure, Matty. Thanks for joining us, mate. Thanks for giving up a few minutes of your time.
Not a problem at all. And anyone out there listening, any issues, anything that's you've got concerns, just reach out to someone. There'll always be an ear to listen.
All right, that was Matty Flapper. Join us tomorrow when we're going to catch up with Australian Jackaroo Barry Lester. He'll take us through his thoughts on Men's Health Week. And of course, it's all brought to you by Stockland Retirement Living. It's your place.